A thrilling biography and a sharp-edged satire are on area screens this weekend.
Film Koplinski. Film critic Chuck Koplinski. Film Koplinski, Chuck Critic is here.
It's Friday.
Good morning. Yeah.
The streets.
Yeah, words are hard.
Words are hard sometimes, especially after a long week.
Yeah, we're talking about Ford versus Ferrari and Jojo Rabbit this morning.
Yes, Ford versus Ferrari. What an interesting film, and I had no knowledge of this story at all before going into the movie. It takes place in the mid-'60s, and it's all because of an insult, a slight paid towards Henry Ford II that we have. Everything that happens here. There you see Matt Damon as Carroll Shelby, the former race car driver and engineer, and there you see Christian Bale as the driver, Ken Miles. They team up. They're hired by Henry Ford II to build a car, but not just any car. He wants a race car that will beat the Ferrari cars at the Le Mans race, which is a 24-hour endurance test that is run every year. Ferrari has won this race 5 years in a row, and Ford wants to take them down. And why does he want to take them down? Well, Ford tried to buy Ferrari. There you see Enzo Ferrari right there. And the deal went south. And to add insult to injury, Mr. Ferrari said that Ford's cars were ugly and that Ford himself was fat. Well, you don't do that when you've got millions of dollars to spend, and he has millions of dollars to spend for this endeavor. And it is an endeavor, there you see Tracy Letts as Ford, that takes them a couple years before they actually get it right. You know, the racing stuff is fantastic. The cameras have become so small that they can place them in such places that it really puts you as close to being in that car as possible. Cool. I don't usually say this, but it is playing on IMAX in town. Pay the extra couple bucks to see this in IMAX. It is spectacular. But really at the core of this film it's a buddy movie between these two guys who are fiercely loyal to one another, who are different in many ways, but really the one thing that they do share is the passion they have for racing, the passion they have for pushing themselves to the limit. And of course, with Damon and Bale on board for this thing, you know it's going to be great, and the chemistry is right there. Even if you know nothing about racing, don't care about racing, remember, go see this film because it's about these two guys. Really, really enjoyed it.
Interesting storyline, too.
Yeah, really interesting. Like I say, I was completely ignorant, and of course, this is one that afterwards, it encourages you to do some digging and some more reading, and it's really fascinating.
Yeah, because I guess my first reaction, knowing nothing about it, would be, you know, it's a movie about racing, but...
there's more to it than that.
Got it.
Than that.
Cool. Okay. All right, Jojo Rabbit, you're really excited about this movie.
Yeah, and this is not going to be for all tastes, okay? And I understand that. But I do like this movie a great deal. And there you see Scarlett Johansson in one of the 2 great films that she's been in this year. Actually, 3. She's been very busy. And the young man there, the actor, is Roman Griffin Davis. Keep that in mind. He's Jojo. This is his first film. There he is. He's kind of a confused kid. His dad is off fighting the war, and he's lonely, and he has an imaginary friend like we all do, but his imaginary friend happens to be Hitler, played by Taika Waititi, who directed Thor Ragnarok. Like I say, his imaginary friend is Hitler, and whenever he has a problem, he talks to Hitler, and Hitler advises him, and Hitler's portrayed as a buffoon, an absolute total buffoon. What's interesting, though, is that one day Jojo finds that his mother is hiding a young Jewish girl in their home, and he gets to know her, and he gets to know her some more. And he starts to realize that maybe all this stuff that he's been hearing about the Jews isn't quite right. And he starts to question everything that he's been told. And that's what this film is about. This film is about a young man coming into his own, a young man finding his own moral code and questioning whether everything in his world that he's been told is actually true or not. It really is a brilliant conceit that we are doing it that way, especially here. That's the scene in which he tells Hitler, you know, she doesn't seem all that bad. And his reaction, of course, is one that says, whoa, 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 you're all wrong. And as the film goes on, Hitler becomes more buffoonish, and we also see his true nature come out once Jojo completely turns on him. Can't say enough about needing this film right now as far as making sure that you question authority as well as come to your own opinion about things. Great, great movie as far as combining comedy and drama. It's a very delicate act of suspension there when you have to balance those two things, but it really comes off well. As I say, it's not going to be for all tastes, but I thought it was quite daring and quite smart.
Cool.
So we've got, you know, 2 positive reviews.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen every week.
But it's that time of year. you know, the studios always hold back the good stuff because they know the award season is coming. They want this stuff to be fresh in everyone's mind. You know, so yeah, that's the case. It's going to be a lot of positive reviews because they hold stuff back. One of the positive reviews that will be coming on December 6th is for Marriage Story. Netflix flew Pam and I out to New York this past week.
Yeah, how was that?
To see Marriage Story. It was great. It was great, and of course, as usual, they treat us like kings and queens out there. We met Adam Driver and the director Noah Baumbach. Really fantastic. And also, another Netflix thing is we've got a couple contests on the on our page, Real Talk with Chuck and Pam. Next week, we're going to be giving away stuff from The Irishman that we got when we were out for California for that. So go to our Facebook page, like us, share with us. One of us is at least likable, so like us. And tell us what your favorite Joe Pesci or Robert De Niro or Al Pacino film is to be entered for this. We've got a great basket of prizes. And then on Thanksgiving week, we've got some giveaways of the DVD Blu-ray of Angel Has Fallen. So a lot of good stuff coming up. Check us out. Share us.
Fantastic. And of course, more pictures from your trip and everything on your Facebook page.
You got it.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Chuck, thanks so much.
Yeah,
of course.
I'm looking forward to seeing some movies now.
You got, it's that time of year.
We've got some good ones.
We'll be right back.